Hello, fellow fan geeks! It's your fangirl Teal'c, and it's time for some more Stargate SG-1. Are you ready? I know I am. Season 3, Episode 5. Let's do this! I'm super excited to share some designs from our merch store. Show your fan geek pride with official fan geek merch on shirts, caps, bags, and more. Check out our new designs. We've got classic gate quotes we love, like "Calm up" and "Indeed." If you have a custom design you'd like to see, please let us know in the comments below. Now back to the reaction. I'd rather have to keep the controller far, far away because I keep messing it up. So we are putting it way there. Oh look, aliens. Are they aliens if they're in their own place? We're the aliens, technically, right? SG-1 is the alien. They're going to their planet.
Thank you.
Look at Danny.
That's perfect, Aaron, just like that. That's okay, it's just my friend's returning.
Coercion. It's so fun seeing
Hello,
Danny in
children.
his element.
Daniel? No child labor laws here on Orban?
No, these are Rome. They're like apprentices to the adults. They're everywhere. It's just kind of the way they do things. Look at this. Teal'c, the Aztec goddess of water. I mean, they don't even know what they've got here. Who knows what we're going to uncover? That is, if General Hammond said yes, he did say.
He said yes. Colonel O'Neill,
So excited.
you are most punctual. Both Merrin and I are eager to participate in this exchange between our worlds.
Major Carter's eager as well. She's really looking forward to it. So's Teal'c.
I will share my knowledge of the Goa'uld freely.
Teal'c's eager on the inside.
Then, if you are ready to leave,
Kaylin, I was under the impression we were bringing back one of your Nakwita reactors.
this is the device.
That little thing? Okay. Daniel? Have fun.
Nakwita reactors become
know you
such
will.
a big deal. I can't believe it's
Yep.
this early on.
Friends, as always. Folks, to Earth.
They're one of the most impressive societies we've ever come across, sir. They managed to accomplish in a few decades what it took humans over a century to achieve.
Sounds like these people might make good allies.
I think so. They're not quite up to Goa'uld level of technology yet, but given a few years.
They brought a child.
Thank you for this exchange, General Hammond. I'm sure it will be fruitful for both of our worlds. Major Carter, please allow Merrin to present you with this Nakwita reactor. You may study it for the duration of our exchange.
Thank you.
If you will allow, I would like to offer a tour of...
The exchange has been made. We will return to Orban now.
You just got it.
You can't leave. Maybe someone needs to teach me how to use this thing.
Please explain what you mean by this.
Teaching? Explaining how the reactor functions, its components, its construction.
I do not have this knowledge.
I will teach you.
Baby geniuses.
Major Carter will show you the lab. But before you get started, Merrin, I'd like you to visit our infirmary.
Standard procedure, nothing to be afraid of.
You must screen newcomers for potential pathogens. Of course.
So, Merrin,
I understand you're a reactor expert.
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 11. How old are you?
So, Merrin, I understand you're a reactor expert.
I love it.
This is my son, Tolman. He is also the Rome. Teal'c, you will please tell him of the Goa'uld.
You were most generous to offer your knowledge, Teal'c.
Kaylin, there was an apprentice here earlier, Zarin. Do you know where she went?
Zarin is not here. It was past her time to experience her Avarium.
Avarium. Is that like a graduation?
That is an approximate definition. Dr. Jackson, you expressed an interest in viewing the city. It is advantageous to see the Pyramid of Suns in daylight.
Yes, absolutely.
Teal'c, you will please remain here with Tolman.
What's up?
What is your purpose?
I'm making an observation of your physical characteristics. Dr. Jackson tells us you were once a warrior in service of the Goa'uld.
That is correct.
I think I understand now why the Goa'uld are so feared.
Hurts a little bit, huh? You were being very brave.
How's our little rocket scientist doing?
We are almost done, Colonel.
I am not a rocket scientist.
I think what Colonel O'Neill means is that you're very smart.
You find my intelligence level unusual?
No, there are lots of intelligent people around here. Just not as young as you.
You mean you were not always as smart as you are now?
No, we spent a long time in school to get to this point.
Please explain what school is.
School is a place where you go to learn. A teacher gives you information, and you take different classes to learn different subjects.
So this is how you and Dr. Fraser became scientists?
Mm-hmm.
You aren't a scientist?
Oh, no.
Then you were not as smart as Major Carter and Dr. Fraser.
Ooh! Wow!
Well, it depends on what you mean by...
Uh-huh.
Okay, no, I'm not. But while they were stuck in school, I was out doing other things. Like
Having fun.
having fun.
What is fun?
You do know what fun is, don't you?
No.
Okay, fun is what
All you do is
to make
learn. I guess
yourself
your
happy.
civilization is gonna
Like
advance
music,
fast.
games. It's whatever you do when you're not learning to be a rocket scientist.
I'm here to teach Major Carter about the reactor.
Sounds like fun to me.
Whatever. Yeah, go ahead, knock yourself out.
Come on, Merrin, I'll show you the lab.
But you have found hosts for other Goa'uld in the past as first prime to the Goa'uld leader.
I'm about to battle the Goa'uld and to free my people. If I allowed the symbiote that I carried to be implanted, I would be perpetuating all that I oppose.
What happens if you do not find a host for this Goa'uld?
It will die.
If the Goa'uld dies, then you will die as well? That would be unfortunate.
Yes, it would. Sorry, guys. I have kind of a cold, so forgive me if I sneeze or...
Tablero construction of your pyramid confirms it.
Dr. Jackson, I do not understand.
Teotihuacan. It was a city in South America, even bigger than ancient Rome. Which wouldn't mean anything to you, but it is significant.
But you said we are Aztec.
No, these people predated the Aztecs. Okay, look. These pictures form a narrative. Now, whatever's under this platform may tell us exactly how your people came to be on Orban.
You will explain this to Tomin.
Okay. Teotihuacan flourished for centuries as a religious and economic mecca before suffering a great upheaval in 750 AD. Now, I think that your people could be the descendants of that civilization.
Do you believe the arrival of the Goa'uld world caused Teotihuacan's downfall?
Yes.
That's the problem.
Okay, the Karasev, that's the converter, right?
The heating element.
What? When did we talk about the heating element?
In the very beginning when I described the Fodner.
Oh, man. It can't be this hard.
I will begin again.
No, wait. Let's try this a different way. How about we break everything down into its most basic components? Let's start with the reactor casing. What's it made of?
The Fodner attaches
No,
to...
I'm sorry, Merrin. We'll get to that in a minute. Right now, I just need to know what materials make up the reactor casing. It'll have to block radiation, so we'll make it lead-lined. See? This is easy. And the casing material would have to measure...
Major? If you don't mind, I'd like to see Merrin in the infirmary again. Just a couple of follow-up tests.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Merrin's blood work shows trace levels of silicon, trinium, and some other element I have never seen before. Now, I think it's a mineral, but it is definitely not found on Earth.
Okay, even I know that's bad.
Well, I found out what was responsible.
What?
A nanite.
She's got nanites in her blood?
Yes, however, it still didn't explain Merrin's abnormally high neuropeptide levels. So I did a computer-enhanced MRI. You ready for this one? There's millions of them. They've infested that little girl's brain.
I put the base on the ThreatCom Bravo. Doctor, get blood samples from everyone. I want to know how far those nanites have spread.
My nanoprocessors are harmless to you.
Merrin, we've run into these little beggars before, and they're anything but harmless.
We encountered a civilization in which the Goa'uld used a similar method, nanosites, to accelerate the age of a population. Colonel O'Neill was adversely affected.
These nanites were created by Orbanians in an Orbanian laboratory 49 years ago. All of my people have them. It is a way we acquire knowledge.
Wait a minute, so you're saying, Merrin, that all Orbanians' brains look like this?
Each citizen receives a nanite after every ovarium. Our own children are given millions of more nanites at birth because we were required to learn vast amounts of information very quickly. This must be done at infancy before the neural pathways are established.
So, these nanites act as additional synapses?
Yes. But that is all they do. They do not age us and cannot leave the brain.
Yeah, but Merrin, we found one of these nanites in your blood.
Well, if a nanite malfunctions, it is programmed to disconnect from the brain and be absorbed into the bloodstream. Those are inactive and incapable of harming others. I'm sorry if I have alarmed you, and I understand if you wish me to return to Orban.
Oh, I don't think that would be necessary. Do you, General?
If you think it's safe, Major Carter, then you can
She
continue
knew
to work,
exactly
but I
what they
still
were
want
and what
those
they
blood
did.
Samples, Doctor.
Yes, sir.
Father? I wish to undergo the vivarium immediately.
Tomin, it is 6 months until you turn 12.
I'm concerned by what Teal'c has told me of these Goa'uld. If they learn of our existence, they will destroy us. The studies I have made as a new one about defense technologies must now be put to use so that Orban can begin preparations.
I will notify the elders. You've learned well, my son. I am proud.
What do they do with these kids after they turn 12?
You study botany as well, Major?
Oh, no, those are just decoration.
That does not look like a Naquita reactor core.
Yeah. Well, I had to improvise since we're only using a microscopic amount of naquita. How about you sketch it for me?
What?
Draw me your reactor core. Give me an idea of what it looks like.
I don't draw.
You don't draw. Everyone draws.
No. It is not something I am required to do. I've never had to draw before.
Oh. Well, it's pretty easy. Here. See?
What is that?
It's a picture of me. Well,
Yeah.
I know it doesn't exactly look like me, but it's just a basic representation. See, that's all I need from you is just a basic representation of the reactor's core.
All right. But this paper is not large enough.
There's a whiteboard when you need one.
How's this?
That will do.
She does not draw, but immediately a ruler and a pencil and boom.
Got well done it, Jackson.
Look at this. This proves the Gould were here sometime in the last few hundred years. Now we just need to figure out why they left.
Dr. Jackson brought the tools you asked. Teal'c, you will please tell Solen methods to fight the Goa'uld, which weapons and strategies have been effective in their defeat. Also, anything in your experience as First Prime to Apophis that would be of assistance.
It is an honor to accept your knowledge, Teal'c.
Perhaps it would be better for Tolman to return.
He is unavailable. Solen will learn now.
Tolman is already familiar with the subject.
He has given us his knowledge. Please, you will talk to Solen.
Well, Teal'c has a point. I mean, if they've already established a rapport.
I have told you it is impossible for Tolman to be here. He has gone through the Avarium. Please, Teal'c, begin.
I would like to see Tolman immediately.
Uh-oh. That's gonna be an issue.
Merrin, what are you doing? Now,
Colonel O'Neill, I need 15 sheets of paper, at least 48 centimeters by 23 centimeters.
oh, that's fine. Why don't you just ask? Excuse me. Major. Carter!
Merrin, I am so sorry. Wow. These are amazing.
Well, I cannot represent the reactor core on a three-dimensional plane, so I depicted several layers of the reactor's interior. With additional supplies, I can finish the remaining layers.
Cross-sections. Of course. If I scan these into the computer, I can come up with a three-dimensional representation of the reactor's interior.
All right, will you two give it a rest? Both of you. You've been at this for 24 hours. Need rest.
I do not need to. Your own children require little sleep.
Okay, now I am jealous.
All right, Carter. You sleep. Young lady, if not sleep, fun.
No, I need 15 sheets of paper, at least 43 centimeters by 28 centimeters.
15.
Colonel O'Neill, I require some of these pencils as well.
Okay, then.
Do you not recognize me? It is Teal'c. Galen!
What has happened to him?
Explain the Savarium.
It is the ceremony in which an Uron's nanites are removed and then distributed. Each adult and each non-Uron child then receives an injection containing one nanite, which becomes part of his or her synaptic network, adding to those nanites received from previous Avariums.
So when you say he gave you his knowledge, you meant it literally?
It was a beautiful ceremony. Now you have seen. We must resume our work, Dr. Jackson.
What will become of Toman?
He stays here with the other past Uron.
That's it? Don't you play with him?
Well, what is play?
Interacting with him, teaching him new things.
These children cannot be taught.
Have you ever tried?
Oh yes, but past Uron children cannot receive new nanites. The brain rejects them.
Well, have you ever tried teaching him without nanites?
What do you mean?
Oh my.
There is no need for concern. These children are well cared for.
Kalen, this is your son.
My son is here now.
So...
Kalen says that Toman is not brain damaged. Clearly he was not himself.
Well, if the nanites have taken over the learning process and prevented the brain from developing a normal amount of synapses, then there's a good chance that their removal would make these children infant-like.
What's the difference if they keep them locked up in a room?
So once Merrin returns to Orban, she will undergo this Avarium, and her nanites will be removed.
Yes.
Then maybe she won't return to Orban.
Colonel.
General, she's going back to get her brain sucked out. And I dare anybody to phrase it more delicately.
Sir, I agree with you. But we can't just keep Merrin here, can we?
Why not? We'd be saving her life.
Okay, so why don't we just simply try asking Kalen not to harvest Merrin's nanites?
I do not believe the Orbanians will understand the reason for your request. They do not see this as wrong.
Well, then we need to make them understand.
Teal'c, return to Orban. Colonel, before we risk an interplanetary incident, I'd like to try the diplomatic route first.
How can you make this demand?
Kalen, no one is demanding anything.
We do not believe the Avarium would be in Merrin's best interests.
It is most certainly in her best interest, for her and for her people.
Okay, you see, in our cultures, we don't believe in doing anything that results in harming a child.
We do not harm our children, Dr. Jackson. You have seen Toman. You have seen how well he is cared for.
Okay, I think we can work this out. We just need to sit down and discuss some alternatives.
There are no alternatives. Merrin must undergo the Avarium. You will return her immediately.
The Avarium is a great honor.
Merrin, I know that's what the adults have told you. But when they take out these nanite things, they also take out everything that makes you, you.
But my people will have my knowledge.
But you won't.
I do not understand why you were so concerned.
Merrin, we just don't think you realize what you'll be giving up by going through the Avarium.
It is a great honor to be chosen.
Will you please stop saying that?
Colonel, a word, please.
I'm ordered to send her back.
Teal'c.
Kalen refused our request. Daniel Jackson remained behind to attempt to alter his position.
Well, good. That'll give us a chance to make Merrin understand.
She's already refused amnesty, Colonel.
General, it's obvious the little girl has been brainwashed. We can't send her back without at least trying.
Teal'c, do you foresee any danger to Dr. Jackson if he stays on Orban?
I do not believe Daniel Jackson will be harmed.
I'll give it 48 hours.
Merrin, looks like you're going to be spending a little more time with us.
Please return me to Orban.
You do understand we're trying to help, right?
I don't need your help.
Kalen, you can't do this.
If you will not return Merrin to us, I will retrieve her myself.
If you don't transmit a special code, they will close the iris and you won't get through. You will die.
Please explain this, Iris.
I will explain it, but only to you.
If you will not explain it, then transmit the code.
I'm sorry.
You claim to love knowledge, yet when you find something you don't like, you demand that we change to please you.
No, it is not to please me. You are an incredibly advanced society. Why can't you find a better way to educate your people?
There is no better way than the Avarium.
Even if that means giving up your son.
It was the happiest day of my life when Toman was selected to be Uron. I knew even before he was born that he would make an incredible contribution to our society.
And you never once thought otherwise?
Not once. And neither did Toman.
And what if Merrin does?
Merrin is one of only a few Uron children, and the only one to have spent 10 years learning the Naquita technology. Without her Avarium, the people who are awaiting her knowledge to continue their research, they will have to wait 12 years for another Uron to learn.
Well, I didn't know that.
Merrin does. She does not question her duty. It is you, Dr. Jackson, who are misguided to think that you can convince her otherwise.
And he's right. You don't like what they're doing, so you want to change
Why?
the
Why aren't
way
you
they're
working?
doing things. Trying to force.
She insisted on seeing you, Major.
It's all right, thanks. Hey.
Major Carter, I need your assistance. You must tell General Hammond to let me return to Orban. That as a scientist you would understand.
Merrin, you're only 11. Half the interesting things in my life didn't happen until I turned 15.
What kind of interesting things?
Oh,
just stuff.
Stuff.
If it were possible, I would give you one of my nanites. And then you would know that it's all right.
Thank you. But I don't think that would make a difference.
You are finished.
Almost. Once I ran a computer simulation based on your sketches, I thought I could adapt the design to my materials. But the current is being diverted before it reaches the core. I think the shielding might be diverting power.
Major Carter,
Unless, hey, the trinium is absorbing the current.
Correct. Well,
Wait, sorry. Let me. Okay, by reversing the polarity. That's it. We're in business.
Why would you let me give you the solution?
Well, what would have been the fun in that?
Fun?
Well, yeah. I'm figuring something out on my own, especially if it's been eluding me a while. It's far more satisfying than having the answer given to me.
But not as efficient.
Come in.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Kalen has come to escort Merrin back to Orban. Before you say anything, know that I have already granted his request.
I don't like it either, Jack, but you don't know the effect this is having on the Orbanians.
What about the effect it's having on Merrin?
Your Dr. Jackson has come to realize Merrin's importance to her people.
Her importance as a vegetable?
Colonel.
If you would try to understand.
No! I won't.
When it comes to kids, he gets feisty.
The way you treat your children is absurd. You don't deserve them.
Colonel O'Neill.
Request permission to be excused, sir.
Okay, clear? We did it! Let me record these readings.
What the heck was that?
The reactor worked.
Carter. Yes, sir, we're fine. Yeah, it was just the reactor. No, sir, just an initial energy pulse. There's no threat to the base.
is he doing?
You are taking me to the surface?
Yes.
Do you have permission to do that, Jack?
Look, you came here to learn, right? There's something I have to show you, but I have to take you off the base for.
You do not have permission. Do you?
No, I don't.
In the future, Major, before you activate any device that uses the word reactor, I would appreciate it if you would notify me.
Of course, sir. It won't happen again.
Good. Now, I'd like you to bring Merrin to my office.
Oh, Colonel O'Neill just left with her.
Uh-oh.
Thank you, Major. This is Hammond. If Colonel O'Neill attempts to leave, you're ordered to... How long ago?
Jack, you're in trouble. God, I hope he didn't take her fishing.
This is a school?
Part of it. We call this the playground.
What is it for?
Playing.
Well, just watch. Bambinas! Cakerice, Calafon, Pizzeria! Mamma mia!
Colonel Jack, what are you doing here?
Playing hooky. Kids, I want you to meet my friend. Her name's Merrin. Think you can show her around while I talk to Mrs. Struble?
Colonel O'Neill! Kids have been asking when you're coming back to see us. How's Cassandra enjoying junior high?
Oh, she's doing fine. She loves it.
Junior high already?
Do you have room for another student this afternoon? She's visiting from out of town.
Another one?
Oh, we have art scheduled after recess.
That's perfect.
Your assignment is to paint something you love. Now, it could be a person or an object. Just use your imaginations.
Gonna paint her reactor, isn't she?
I look fat.
I look fat.
Colonel O'Neill? This brush is too wide to accurately render the wires.
Okay, let's try this again. Something you love. Something that's not a machine, okay? Remember those flowers in Major Carter's lab? The ones on the desk? Paint one of those. Go ahead. Bigger.
There's no purple.
Use red.
If I could have another cup, I could mix the blue with the red.
Make the flower red.
Those flowers were purple. You asked me to draw a flower, but you do not give me the means to do this accurately.
Merrin, listen to me. It doesn't have to be exact. Paint me a flower. I don't care what it looks like. Here. Use this. And don't stop with one. Paint the whole garden.
But
Careful what you wish for, Jack. Carter. Aw, guys!
Nice. Who's that?
It's a representation of Major Carter.
Of course it is.
Is it right?
Oh, yeah. It's way more than right.
Thank you, Colonel O'Neill, for teaching this to me.
You're welcome. Merrin, all you have to do is ask. I'll find a way to make it happen.
I have a duty to my people. My knowledge is important to them. You did promise.
You did promise, Jack.
Unfortunately, the test used up the last of our naquita, but we'll find more.
At least we've got probe done. Colonel?
I'm not here to cause troubles.
Colonel O'Neill?
I have something for you.
They're beautiful. Thank you. You are mad at me for not staying.
No. No, I'm not.
Then you understand.
I don't.
Major Carter, please take Merrin down to the gate room. I'll be there momentarily.
Yes, sir.
You've already given me more than enough reason for a court-martial.
General, for a few hours today, I got to show that little girl how to be a kid. If you want to punish me,
Do it.
go ahead.
When it comes to kids, he's never gonna leave. God. When it comes to kids, I'm just as bad.
On behalf of the citizens of Orban, I'd like to thank you for the experience you have given me and to my people. I have learned much in my time here.
So have we.
We just received a transmission from Orban. Kalen asked for all of you to go there right away.
Something wrong?
You'll find out when you get there.
Thank you for coming.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing is wrong. I will show you.
What Jack did. Oh, what Jack did. Showed them. Showed them. The kids. The kids now have...
Come. Look. Isn't it wonderful?
Oh, what Jack did. They're playing. They're having fun.
Solen. Colonel Neal, this is my son, Toman. I am teaching him. All of the past Uron children will now learn in the old-fashioned way, as you might say. He will know all that you have done for Orban. Oh, I drew this for you. To express my gratitude.
It is a representation.
Isn't it?
Me.
Kaylin, when did all this start?
Last night, after Merrin's vivarium.
She must have known this would happen once her nanites were transferred.
This is what she learned.
Colonel.
Hi, Merrin. Okay.
I guess we'll just have to get to know one another all over again.
Guys, this is precious. Absolutely precious. I love it.
You're right. What was I thinking? You ever seen a dog? Dogs are my favorite people.
Dogs are my favorite people.
Some
Mine
have
too,
tails,
actually.
some don't. Not a lot of purple dogs.
Yes! Okay, guys, I actually really loved that episode. I did. I can't even begin to tell you how much. That was fantastic. Oh, I love seeing Jack with kids. I don't know why. And Danny and his element as an archaeologist, and Teal'c doing his dad thing. This was just a really, really wholesome episode, and I loved it. I was there for it the whole way. What did you guys think? Comment below, let me know. You know, leave a gate, whatever. Just do your thing. I am so happy right now. I can't even stand it. This was all good vibes. Share your good vibes, guys. Please remember to like this video. If you're not already a fellow fan geek, subscribe to our channel. We appreciate each and every member, and I love hearing from y'all, and I appreciate that you guys have joined our channel. It helps in the algorithm and whatever else YouTube is doing, and thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And as always, hit that notification bell with your notifications turned on so that you know every time we drop a new video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.